I'm Julie Faye Van Valzer, and I've already shown you how to create layered craft vinyl designs. But today I want to show you how to make your own using a built-in design from the machine. And we're going to make this little paint tube. Now the key to this is creating your own registration marks. It's easy to do, and I'm going to show you exactly how. So to get started, I'm going to go into the machine, and from the home screen, I'm going to choose Pattern. And I'm going to navigate into the built-in designs. And I'm looking for the one that has the little camera icon. So I'm going to click on that. And then I happen to know that the paint tube is on the second page, and there it is right there. So I'm just going to leave it at whatever the standard size is and hit OK. Now you can see that this is each of the parts, and if I click on them, they'll highlight which part that is in the design. So I'm going to start with A and say OK, and simply hit Set. Then I'll click the Add button, click on B, OK, Set. Click on Add, and I want to add C, OK, Set. And now I have all three parts. Now I want to save this, but I actually want to save it to ScanNCut Canvas because we're going to add our registration marks in Canvas. And I'm just going to click on that button, and it's going to tell me that it's saved it. So now I'm ready to head on over to the computer. So I've logged into ScanNCut Canvas, and I'm going to click on My Projects, and there are our paint tubes. So I'm going to click on the Edit icon, and that, of course, is going to open up the editing screen, so now I can add the marks that I need to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to color each of these elements so I can really see them. So I click on it so it's highlighted. Then I click on the Properties panel. Let me just drag that a little over so we can see a bit better. And let's make our tube colored so we can see it. And then let's make our paint blob colored so that we can see it. And I've decided that the label can get colored too. Maybe I'll make it the same color so those will cut as a single file. Now the next thing to do is we want to layer these on top of each other exactly how we want them to look. So let me just zoom in using the zoom keys and navigate back here. And now we can see it really clearly. So I'm simply going to lay the three parts together. And let's see where that paint blob goes. That looks perfect. Then I'm going to select them all, go up to the Edit menu and choose Group. Now this allows me to, let's say I would like to make this larger. Well, I can absolutely do that because now I'm completely in control of the situation, right? Let's say I want to add some text. No problem. Let's go over to Text and pick a font. I kind of like this bubbly font here. And then what paint color is this? Well, it's the color pink. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And of course with these letters I can color those in too so that I can really see them. I can resize them. How about rotating it 90 degrees so that it's going to fit right on my label, and now I know what color that is. And now you can see that everything here is together. So the next step is I want to go ahead and ungroup. So back up to Edit and Ungroup. And now all my parts are separate. So now we get into adding the registration marks. So from the built-in designs, I'm going to choose Basic. And I like to use triangles here. I find that it's easy because they create some direction. So I simply click on the triangle. It's a little bit large, so I'm going to click on the corner to resize it. And again, I want it to be more than an outline, so I'm going to change the fill so that I can really see it. Then I'm going to use two triangle registration marks, one there, and then I'm going to go up to Edit and Duplicate, and I'm going to add my second registration mark. And now you can see I have one on each side. Now, we've decided that there are three colors in here, right? The hot pink, the teal, and the light pink. And that means that there are three layers. So that means I need to create three identical sets of registration marks. This is the key. So I click on both registration marks at the same time, holding the Shift key down to make sure that they're selected at the same time. Then I go up to Edit, and I choose Group. So now I have the registration marks as a single group. Now I want to duplicate them how many times? 3 times because I have 3 layers. So I go up to Edit and Duplicate. Duplicate once, edit again, duplicate twice, and now you can see I have 3 of them, but they need to line up perfectly. So now I'm going to drag to select all 3 of those layers. Under the Edit menu, I'm going to both vertically align and then horizontally align, and now you can see they're on top of each other. But they moved a little bit. So now I need to move them back into place where I want them to be. Perfect. So I'm going to click off so that nothing is highlighted. Now we are ready. So I'm going to click on the teal tube, hold down the Shift key, click on the registration marks, go up to Edit, hit Group, and move that out of the way. Notice the other registration marks have not moved. This is ideal. Then I'm going to click on the hot pink, or actually I'm going to click just the word pink and the registration marks and do the same thing, Edit, Group, and I'm going to move those out of the way. Then all that's left is for me to select my hot pink areas plus the remaining registration, choose Group, and now you can see we have our file so that when we cut it out of 3 different colors of vinyl, everything is going to line up with those registration marks. And you can see that when you actually cut them all out, it's a really cool final product. So now if you want to learn a little bit more about how registration marks work, go ahead and visit my YouTube channel and you can see me actually layering together a craft vinyl project. I hope you will give this technique a try. There are so many designs built into your machine that you can now turn into fabulous, one-of-a-kind, layered craft vinyl projects. For more tips, tricks, and tutorials, be sure to visit my blog at balzerdesigns.typepad.com and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, don't forget to visit the ScanNCut website at ScanNCut.com.